Hey guys, so I just recorded 3 videos with Shania Cool 6. You guys should definitely go subscribe to her, but I was using voice chat, so all the audio in the video is bad, so I'm gonna try to voice over them. Okay, so this was me saying that I was playing with Shania. Um, I don't know if I'm saying her name right. I really hope that I am. But the whole point of the video was that we were going to collab, and then you would be able to hear both her and me speaking, which didn't work, unfortunately. So I spawned outside. The beast is, um, the beast is Shania. So I was trying to ask her, I was like, where are you? And then she was like, I'm the beast. So I, was not going to tell her where I was. And then I seen her light down here. And both him and I were following her. And then we went to garage where there was a PC, but I didn't want to hack that one, so I went back to plane to do nothing apparently. Okay, so she was chasing him, but I let her get me because I was trying to teach her how to capture people. So I was telling her to click on me right here. And then somebody accused us of teaming. That person that she was chasing accused us of teaming, which was silly. And then I get up, so I let her hit me again. Yeah, I let her hit me. And then she drags me to a tube, which I think she took me to the kitchen. Or wait, no. Yeah, it's the upstairs room. So she puts me in there. And then the guy that she was chasing comes to save me. And of course my phone was dying because that's like my trademark at this point. So I think I was heading back to the plane. Yeah. And then I see somebody finished my computer, so I was like, oh, you guys suck. So I went to go look for another one, but that one was finished too. So I went upstairs and there wasn't one there. Then I went downstairs and there's not one here either. So then the camera cuts and I go back to upstairs because I was going to check anime. And then I see her light, so I go to follow her. And then I see that he's following her as well. So I unmute myself and I was like, look behind you. And she was like, wait, how do I look behind me? I said, turn around. And then she turns around and she hits me. And then she uses her runner to go try and hit him too. But he slams the door in her face, so she puts me in the tube. Dude, I have like music playing in the background. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's like the song that Night Fox plays on his YouTube channel. Let me go back real quick. That's crazy. But she said that she's seen somebody. I was like, okay, I don't doubt you. So she went to go look for them. And she comes back and they finish the computers. And the guy that was following her, she hit them and then they rage quit. They immediately rage quit, and I thought that was really funny. And then Sophie comes and saves me, and then we escape out this exit. And then she was at the other exit looking for us. And like, I would totally re-record these videos, but this is how the audio sounds. So I'm really sorry, but I don't want to waste her time. I really appreciate her collabing with me. So I told him, I was like, I don't like this map. So I start out by looking at this PC where this girl is, and then she tries to loop me, which she does successfully a few times, and then I hit her anyway. And then I capture her in the tube that's in that room where she was hacking at. Then I go to check the lockers, but I can hardly fit in them because of the way that they're designed. I picked Sear too because I thought that it would be easy. And then I go look for the kitchen because I hear Shania saying that she's going to come save her. So I'm like trying to loop around the room, and then I get stuck. And then I'm gonna go to that mess up, and there's nobody here. So I turn around, and then Shania saves them. I was like, no, no way. So I started walking back over there, and there's nobody in that room. So I go to the closest eye to me, which was in here, and they weren't on this side. So I went to look in this side, and I hit her. I hit Shania. And she was like, no, she found me, guys. And then I put her in there, and then I see this girl. And then I predict that she was going to come around this way. And she didn't. And then she goes back through the doors and saves Shania. And then I see her, so I go to get her, and then I see the girl standing behind the door, so I go for her instead because Shania ran away. And then I put her in that tube. And somebody rage quit. And then I go this way because I predict that they'll come down, but she doesn't. She stays up here. And she was so nice, and she let me hit her, and then she rage quit too. So now I'm just looking for Shania. And she's like, come on, guys, I'm gonna go for the save. I can't let her die. Let's get this save, chat. And so I'm looking around. I'm like, where is she? And then she doesn't save. Or wait, no, she does. Yeah, she clutch saves. And then I hit her again because I went through the doors. And she was like, no, I got hit. So I put her in there. And then the other girl walks right in front of my face, and I hit her too. And I put her outside, and that's the end of the second round. And then I'm recording in the lobby because I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Mikasa. And then Mikasa, or the girl dressed like Mikasa, was like, thank you. Nobody ever recognizes me. And then somebody else in the chat was like, really? And she was like, yeah. So I thought that was kind of weird. And I left to go open some doors, and then Shania gets hit. So I'm hiding behind the desk because I saw that there was a tube up there. And I was like, oh, she see me. She's going to come back down here. So I'm hesitating to go back up. And then she doesn't come back down. I was like, well, okay, I guess I'll come up here. And then she has the doors. She had the door shut. So I figured it was safe. And then I seen her in the window. I was like, she's camping. So I told Shania, I was like, run! And then I seen her drop down so that I knew she was safe. So I went to go hack this computer. So Shania said she got hit again, even though I thought she was safe. So I was like, girl, where are you? And then I told her, I'll come save you. So I start heading that way, and then somebody saves her. But I go that way anyway because I'm trying to get her to follow me. And then I see her hit again. And I was like, no. I was like, oh my gosh. And then I got hit again. Or I got hit too. And then she takes me and puts me in a tube. Like, are you serious? And then Shania gets up. And Mikasa saves me because she's awesome. Then I go back to that room to finish the computer. Because it was, like, literally tapped. So I finished it, and I told her, I was like, I finished your computer. And she's like, I got hit again. So I go to save her, but I go through this door so that the beast hopefully won't get me. Then the beast was camping again. So I saved her, and then she got hit again. And I thought she'd put her in the same tube, but she didn't. And then I didn't know which door they went through, so I went through this one. Then I caught a glimpse of her light, and then the beast was coming back downstairs. So I hide in the elevator, and I missed the double jump. I don't think you can double jump up the elevator. So I go to save her, and then somebody saved her already, and I was like, well, okay. And then I tell her, follow me, and then she walks in the opposite direction. So I start following her, and she goes back to the computer, and I was like, I finished this computer. So she tries to open the exit, and I try to get her to follow me again, and she does. She's like, okay, let's go find a computer. So I'm walking around. I don't really know where I'm going, and then I hop in this room, and I'm like, oh wait, I know where I am. And I seen a computer here earlier, so I was like, let's hack this one. And then I was waiting for her to pick a spot, and then she thought that the computer was finished and that we couldn't hack on it. And then she starts hacking there, and the beast just magically appears, and then she gets hit. And I know it was kind of hard to see, but I shut the door on the beast. And then I thought that she was downstairs, and then she wasn't. So I go back upstairs, and I lose them. She just vanishes. Like, into thin air, she's gone. So I try to track them down the way that I think that they went. And they're nowhere to be found. And then I walk in on Mikasa hacking, and I accidentally mess up her computer. And of course, my phone is dying still. And then I hide in the elevator real quick so that I can plug my phone in, but I didn't have time because somebody got caught. So I go save them. And when my battery is dying, my phone screen gets dark. So I was like walking around in the dark trying to save this person. So I saved them. And I see the beast over there, and she rage quits. She just rage quits. And I was like, well, now's the perfect time to plug my phone in. And then I'm talking to Shania. I'm like, girl, we made them rage quit again. And that's like the third person. Like, not to mention the survivors, but I thought it was funny that we kept making them rage quit. So I'm walking around White House because I heard Shania talking. And then I jump out the window, and the beast just comes right for me. So I get hit. I get put in the barn, and then the beast goes up. And at this point, I realize it's just me and Shania. So, basically, we both get frozen. And that's the end of the fourth round, I think. She said, coming. She replies to me, and she's like, coming. And then she gets hit. I was like, can you please come save me? See, she says coming, and I was like, okay.